Inland Sports.
In 2018, Linfield Christian Girls Volleyball posted one of the area's biggest year-over-year improvements for wins that we've seen en route to winning their first division title since 1982. On a Monday afternoon, roughly 3 weeks before their season opener, we sit down with the Lions and look back at last season. Let's take a look at the upcoming 2019 campaign where they go up to Division 6. Joining us today are setter Devin Sivertson, Paige Williams, and Sarah Newman. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Taking some time out of your Monday to come over and do some preseason media.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and jump in. Considering it had been 9 years since a Lion volleyball team had made the playoffs, was your goal even a section title or just to do some damage?
Last year?
Yeah.
Last year, I think we had the goal. We knew that it was a different situation. We hadn't really had a group of players like this before. We had a super good bond. So I'd say that last year we were just hoping to make it into playoffs, and then once we made it into playoffs, we saw that we could compete against these teams really well. So we eventually just made it to the finals, and we stepped on the court with a ton of courage and a ton of competitive spirit that we wanted to take it for all. So.
Was there a point at all during the year when it clicked that, hey, you guys could do some damage? Was it that final win against Aquinas maybe that said, hey, we can do some damage in D7?
I think throughout the season, we all kind of realized, hey, like, we're a really well-bonded team, we're working really well together, and we can actually go out there and, like, make a big title for ourselves. But at the point that I think we realized that was, I don't know, I think it'd be more in the beginning, even when we had, like, our first, like, real team bonding at the retreat, because we knew even going into that, like, we didn't all know each other as well, but even coming out of the retreat, we all were super close, we were super good friends, and we didn't have any issues with anyone, and it was just a really good team bond. So we knew if we used that to our advantage, then we could really step onto the court and make a lot of progress.
Where'd you guys end up going on your retreat last year?
Okay, so previous years it's been at a beach house that's either been donated to us or just a family friend, but last year we just didn't have enough funds for it, so we ended up going to our coach's house, and it was just a big sleepover at our coach's house. It ended up being really fun.
Sometimes simple is better, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Last season, Linfield Christian won 3 titles. Volleyball, girls basketball, and then football. You guys were the first. You beat your football team to it by, I believe it was 2 weeks. What was it like to be the first ones to win their first title of the academic year, and then sit back and watch the other teams, girls basketball, football, and then soccer, boys soccer, make a run all the way to the semis?
I think it was super cool for us to start it off because throughout the whole year we just kept adding to it. It was a super good feeling for the school. I think we really came together that year, and we all decided to try our best, and I think it came out really well, and all of the winners that year.
I know you guys haven't gone back to school yet. I think you guys go back, 2 weeks?
August 20th.
So 3 weeks then.
Yes.
Is there kind of a buzz around school with what, little you've seen people about, hey, volleyball, football, a lot of the sports teams after what happened last year?
I would say yes, because especially coming out of a win, we have received a lot of transfers for a lot of sports, especially basketball and football at the moment. And we actually have a new AD, Wahid, who is a basketball club director, so that is also bringing in a lot of basketball transfers for us. But we've definitely had a lot of people saying they won last year and there's still a good amount of players on the team, they're going to win this year. And then football's going into it we lost players, but we're receiving new transfers. It just widens our name kind of to other schools so that we can get the transfers and the new players to other teams.
The program had experienced some pretty low years before last year. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, was this something that you guys even dreamt about?
It was definitely something we dreamt about, but we didn't know when we'd get there. So I think last year, just the amount of effort and work we put in really paid off until obviously this championships, and then just watching football and then girls basketball and even soccer make it to the semis. Now that's we're setting such high standards for, I think, the culture of Linfield, and that's just what we want to carry throughout the program and all of our programs at Linfield. And now we don't want it to be a dream every year. We want it to be a reality every year. year. So we're super excited for what's coming.
Okay. Do you all have friends on other teams in the Ambassador League? And then if so, did you guys receive any kind of messages of encouragement from them as you were making that push through the Division 7 bracket?
I'd say we definitely had.
And even from other teams in the Valley too.
Yes. So I have a lot of friends from like the big public schools like TV and Great Oak and so on. And they were obviously just encouraging us since like Linfield's a small school, so they were encouraging us to like go big and go hard. And I think playing these teams throughout the years, like Aquinas and Santa Rosa, we have connected with some teammates, and so I think their support was really good to have for the championship.
All right. Do you guys feel pressure at all to follow up last year with another big year because of the fact that, okay, you guys graduated your two top hitters in Kelly and Kenzie, and then, your run last year could just be classified as a team getting hot for the right 3 weeks. Is there pressure for internally to follow it up and show, hey, we've got something going here again?
I'd say it's not as much of pressure as we just want to do the same thing for our teammates, because now that we've experienced it, we want to do that every year and kind of make that a normal thing for Linfield volleyball. I think as a team, we decided to get together last year, and so hopefully we can just keep doing that. Instead of just trying to get the same results, more focus on what we did and bringing that into Linfield.
Okay. All right. That trip to the finals was, 2.5, 3 hours each way?
Yes.
Does anyone have a funny story from either part of that trip that they'd like to share?
There's just so many different things. I know on the way back from the championship, we always just go have a meal after, and so In-N-Out was one of those meals that happened, and I don't know, it was just a huge, we obviously just had a big win, so being at In-N-Out, like, we're champions now, haven't had this in a while. It was just like such a weird feeling to just be at In-N-Out with the like championship, and we got a trophy and we got a banner, and so we were all just laughing so hard that whole time, and it was super fun. And the morning before that, we were going on a hike, and we were all just like kind of freaked out. We were like, why are we going on a hike before a championship? But it ended up just being super fun. So it was just more team bonding before the championship happened.
Did you guys, when you were on the way back and you stopped for that post-game meal, did you guys take the CIF trophy in there, or did it stay on the bus?
It stayed on the bus.
Yeah. Our coaches probably didn't let us put it on there.
All right. How quickly did you guys have to make the transition from high school to club? And then when did you finally get to sit down and reflect on what Lion Volleyball had accomplished last year?
I think club and high school, especially depending on the age group, can sometimes overlap at points. But there's definitely, you have 2 weeks in between normally, between club and high school. But especially going into this year for club, we have tryouts this weekend for club, and so it's just going to be so much faster now that we're 18s and it ends earlier. But I think it just depends on the player, especially because if your coach wants you in there earlier, then you're going to go in there earlier. So I think it's an easy transition personally for me, because my coach would give us the week or 2 weeks off, and so we have those 2 weeks to chill and get ready for the club season coming up. And then at the end of club season, school season usually starts right away, so then it's just you're automatically into it, so there's no break really.
When did you all get to sit back and just look back at 2018 and what you all had accomplished?
We did have a banquet about 3 weeks after the championship actually happened, and there's just a big slideshow made of all the pictures and videos we had, and just, I think reflecting at our banquet really just made us realize how big of an impact we made for the Linfield volleyball program and for the school, especially when we were also recognized at City Hall with the football team. Just really knowing that we did make an impact and we're ready for next year.
And, okay, this is a new one. This was the first year that finals were not played at Cerritos College for all divisions. 3 divisions got Cerritos, the rest of them got on-campus venues. You guys had to play basically a true road game to win your title. Did that make it any more or less of an accomplishment than, say, winning it on a college court at Cerritos?
We actually had a bus full of our supporters. It was like, I think around 40 people came, and they filled the crowds of the school we were at, so that helped a lot because they were super loud and helped us. I think to start, we were a little shaky, but as soon as everyone came in, we just kind of relaxed and did our thing.
I think also, obviously we're a bit mad that we didn't get the home court for our championship game, so I think also being at the away team's home gym just encouraged us and motivated us even more to carry out and win.
And I was actually watching some of the NFHS network broadcast of that match. Well, no commentators, so it was just the film.
Yes.
So, funny story about that match. You guys were the first final to get underway on that Saturday. I was at Paloma Valley covering Paloma Valley and Ontario Christian with my photographer.
Gotcha.
Ontario Christian rolled in just as you guys were getting underway. So I was hooked onto Paloma's Wi-Fi watching it. Coach Liebhart walks over and we're watching the end of the first set together with my photographer and my buddy from the Press Enterprise. And we think, oh, okay, they're gonna win in 3. This is, no easy task. And then I step away and I look on Twitter and 1-1, and then 2-1, and then finally 3-1.
Yes.
So everybody there was excited for you guys because the Valley is one big volleyball community.
Right.
And what was it like to see the other programs in the Valley have that kind of success? Paloma making it to a final, Heritage to a quarter, you guys to a final, Rancho to a final, TV to a state final.
Yes.
What was that like to just be a part of? Because I don't remember a year like this ever.
I think it really just makes us feel like we finally made a name for ourselves, especially because being a small Christian school, it's like you're not really recognized for a lot. Like you can be like, oh, I go to Linfield, people are like, oh, what's that? And so knowing that we made a title alongside like TVHS and bigger schools like Paloma and everything, it just makes us feel like we actually are out there with them and that we are now more well known.
Okay. All right. Now it's time for this or that. Who wants to go first?
Devin.
I'll go first.
All right, seniors privilege. Well, you're all seniors. So.
I know, they just...
Okay. All right, here we go. Olive Garden or BJ's?
BJ's.
Cold Stone, Creamistry, or Baskin Robbins?
Baskin Robbins.
Chick flick or sports movie?
Chick flick.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger. I like being chauffeured.
Treadmill or neighborhood run?
Neighborhood run.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Mountains or beaches?
Beach.
And then IHOP or Farmer Boys?
IHOP. I've never been to Farmer Boys.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. And then rapid fire. Here we go.
Okay.
If you could play any other sport, what would it be?
Soccer.
Favorite college volleyball player?
Cindy Marina. She's at USC right now. She used to play at Forza, so.
Okay. Full House or Fuller House?
Full House.
First or last to ref?
First.
Favorite book?
I don't even read that much, Daryl.
Dream job?
Physical therapist or real estate agent.
Okay. And then guilty shopping pleasure?
Just a ton of clothes. I love clothes.
All right. All right, so then back to the top. Paige, we'll go ahead. Olive Garden or BJ's?
Olive Garden.
Cold Stone, Creamistry, or Baskin Robbins?
Cold Stone.
Chick flick or sports movie?
Chick flick.
Passenger or driver?
Driver.
Treadmill or neighborhood run?
Treadmill.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
IHOP or Farmer Boys?
IHOP. I've never been to Farmer Boys.
Yeah, me either.
Because I don't think they have. And we're gonna pick up with this or that. Olive Garden or BJ's?
BJ's.
Cold Stone, Creamistry, or Baskin Robbins?
Cold Stone.
Chick flick or sports movie?
Sports movies.
And then bonus for favorite sports movie.
The Sandlot.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger.
Treadmill or neighborhood run?
Neighborhood run.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
IHOP or Farmer Boys?
IHOP.
Okay. And then to rapid fire, best and worst subjects in school?
Best is science, worst is history.
Karaoke go-to?
Anything One Direction.
Full House or Fuller House?
Full House.
Favorite college volleyball venue in Southern California?
Point Loma.
Ooh, I like that.
That's good.
First or last to ref?
Last.
Dream college?
Duke.
And then dream date?
Going to the beach.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, as we finish this up, tell us when your season opener is and some of the key points along the way for your journey through the 19 season.
I think our season opener is on August 20th, the first day of school. And some key points that we want to go into the season would be having a strong team bond and knowing that we need to persevere through the hard work in order to make the dream work.
Yeah, we have a lot of new players coming this year, so we're trying to carry a good bond and have trust on the court. So we're really trying to build communication so there's clarity on the court as well.
All right, ladies, thanks for joining us, and good luck this season. We'll be keeping an eye on the lines.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Atlanta Sports.